Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to Cat Matte Tutorials. So as you can see, I've already done the look on this eye today, the pastel look, and I'm going to teach you how to do it on this one right here. First off, I just want to say thank you so much for you guys that have been watching and requesting and giving me more ideas to work with. I really appreciate it. So the first thing you want to do when priming the eye is either use a primer or a concealer. For this, I'm going to use the Stay Matte Rimmel London Concealer on my eye right here. Just kind of get it on there. So now that there's plenty of product on my eye, I'm going to take this small sponge right here and just blend it out. Now that it's all blended, the eyeshadow is going to stay much better, it's going to look brighter, all of those kind of things, so we can get started on the eyeshadow. The first palette I'm going to dive into today is the Frozen 2 Elsa palette from ColourPop. Now, before I start getting into eyeshadows, just know if you have similar colors at home, you can absolutely create this look. It does not have to be the exact palettes I use today, so just go with it and kind of make your own flow. You know? So I'm going to go in with the color Gale right here, this light purple airy kind of color, and I'm going to just spread it across my crease. So let's get a little on the brush. Now what I like to do is go most of the way up to my brow, if not entirely up to my brow. We are going to use another color under the brow, so it doesn't really matter how far you go with this. Now that I've got that all done and bright, I'm going to use the same brush, a nice fluffy brush, wipe it off a little bit, and we are going to go in with a much more neutral color. I'm going in with the Designer Collection Disney, again from ColourPop. All of the palettes I'm using today are from ColourPop, just so you know. I'm going to be going in with the color Chip right here on the corner. It mostly matches my, skin tone and such, so it's good for a natural blend. I'm going to go right under the eye, mixing it with the purple per se, just to give it more of a natural transition there. Now that you've got this nice base, this nice transition right here, you're actually going to take a piece of Scotch tape and just stick it right here. Let me just look right here. So you're gonna stick it right there, right on your eye, right where you think your eyeliner line is going to go, kind of matching to the end of your brow. Now the reason I do this is so you can not only get that clear-cut liner, but you can also get that nice cut of your shadow. There is no shame in using Scotch tape to make a perfect line, just so you know. Oh, just, pat it down a little. So now that you have the Scotch tape on, the transition's all good, we are going to cut crease our eye, not intensely like a lot of the other photos, but just a nice kind of base for the bright colors. So I'm gonna go back in with my concealer and just rub it right here. Now I'm going to take a tiny brush and kind of sculpt it. It's not gonna look perfect, and we're gonna go in with a sponge to make it a little more pressed. But you're just gonna kind of sculpt it, and you're gonna do a little bit of a wing with it. So let me show you. Just sculpting. Now that it's all sculpted, I'm gonna go in with this small sponge right here just to blend it out, make it less messy. Now it's time for the fun colors! So the first palette I'm going to be using today is the Honey from ColourPop. I'm going to be going in with the color Sweet Spot right here on the corner, and I'm just going to go in the very corner of my eye. Don't spread it out, just kind of tap it with your brush, and that's the spot. Really get it on there. Oh, look at that. Just tapping it down. Oh yeah. Really make sure that you can go over it with a few more layers if you really want to. I only think it needs like 2, but just tap it down into this area. And if you don't want it in this kind of corner, you can kind of wipe it, but we are gonna go over that corner with a different color later. All right, I'm going to clean that brush off. I forgot to mention I am using kind of a thicker but more firm brush because we really just want to press down the shadow rather than going crazy with the soft blending. The next palette I'm going to use is the Main Squeeze palette from ColourPop. I'm going to be going in with the floral color right here called Frosé. Ooh, fancy. And I'm really just going to get a tiny amount of this color on my brush. Just like a few little taps. And I'm going to start placing this on the very end of the yellow. I'm not gonna place it where there is no yellow color. It's gonna be in the yellow color so that it helps to blend it. So I'm gonna go right here. Now, if you want a more blended look, you can always go in with a completely clean brush and just kind of blend it right here. Now, because this color is a little bit bright, we're going to go in with the ColourPop Designer palette again, and we're gonna take a little of this light pink color here, Juju. And we're just gonna go over that color that you've already put down. Just a light touch to lighten it up and give it more of a pastel look. All right, 2 colors down, let's get more. Now the nice part about the next thing is that I'm going to be using the same palette for 2 colors. I'm going to be using the Mint to Be palette from ColourPop. Firstly, I'm going to go in with the color Seltzer right here on the side, and like I said, you're gonna start slightly into the reddish color. Nice. Now it looks green, but once you place it on, I promise it is a light blue. So go right ahead and oh, look at that. Look at that nice blue color. Now I will say that after this color, I'm going to be using a green kind of just as my end touch point. If you want a bit more green in your pastel color look, all you have to do is use less of this color, kind of make the area smaller on your eye so that you can fit more of the green. I personally like to use it as a bit of a touch-up. Your call. Now we're going to be going in with the second color in this palette, which I'm using the Dell Menthe color right here. It's kind of opposite to the bluish color we used. And I'm gonna get a nice amount of that on my brush and just go in. You're gonna follow that line you made earlier, that bit of a cut line, and just place it in that area. Now, the next color you're going to be using is right back in the Frozen Elsa palette. We're going to be going in with the color, it's hard to read, Cuddle Close. Cuddle Close right here, the nice bright sparkly whitish color. And we're just gonna go in right here in the corner of our eye to give it some pop. I'm gonna get a good amount of that on this nice tiny brush and kind of just dab it in this corner, just like that. All right, guys, that is the end of the eyeshadow portion to this look. Now we're gonna go in with eyeliner. Oh. For this look, I'm going to be using the NYX Professional Epic Ink Liner. And I'm just gonna be opening it up, look how nice. And when you go in on, you really just wanna follow the tape right here. So I like to go right at the end point into which the green stops and just follow the tape. So here, as you can see, I went across the tape. I went a little on the tape, but that's okay. That's why it's there, so you can just peel it off and have that clean cut. And I went straight down from the tape to my eye. Now, before you pull the tape off, we need to let it dry. Now that it's dry, we can peel the tape and have that nice cut. I'm gonna pinch it right here in the corner and just... You guys can't really tell on camera, but it's so sliced and nice right here. Now I'm gonna go back in with my liner just because I like a little more of a point, and I'm gonna fix that up. So now that I've gone in a little bit and fixed up the point like the way I like it, I'm gonna go in with the same pen and just get the rest of my eye. All right, as you can see, I've completely filled in the top of the line. It's looking great. Now I'm gonna take the same pen and I'm gonna actually connect it from this corner to about the middle of my eye, underneath my eye. Go in like that. All right, as you can see, I have a nice line right here, and that is my eye look, guys. I hope you really enjoyed learning how to do it. Now I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup, show you the afterwards, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, I am all finished up with the rest of my makeup, and I gotta say it came out great today. I am feeling this look, and I hope you are too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you're feeling inspired and you want to try to make your own kind of look with this, and I'll see you soon. Make sure to subscribe. If you want to watch my other video about brow tutorials, click here. Or if you want to watch my video about a green glam look, click here. All right, other than that, have a great day, guys, and I will see you soon.